explosive testimony to the January 6th Select Committee, this time from someone who was inside the West Wing that day. Cassidy Hutchinson was a top aide to then White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. She testified about the chaotic scenes of President Trump in fits of rage and rejecting pleas from staff to tell supporters to stand down as they attacked the Capitol. Scott MacFarlane is on Capitol Hill with more from yesterday's hearings. Scott, good morning.
Hey, Nate, good morning to you. Before yesterday, Cassidy Hutchinson's was a name and face unfamiliar to many Americans, but her testimony provided vivid details about what the former president was doing the days before and the days of the U.S. Capitol attack. And we have new information this morning about one of the most explosive allegations in her testimony.
In the days leading up to the Capitol riot, former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson testified her boss, Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, gave her this warning.
There's a lot going on, Cass, but I don't know. Things might get real bad on January 6th.
And on the morning of the 6th, Hutchinson said then President Trump was warned people carrying weapons, including guns, were descending on key landmarks in D.C. But that Trump sought to have the metal detectors removed, concerned they'd reduce the size of the crowd for the rally at the White House ellipse.
I overheard the president say something to the effect of, I don't effing care that they have weapons. They're not here to hurt me. Take the effing mags away. Let my people in. They can march to the Capitol from here.
Hutchinson testified Trump also wanted to go to the Capitol, which she described being told led to an altercation in the presidential limo when his chief Secret Service agent, Bobby Engel, refused for security reasons.
The president said something to the effect of, I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now. To which Bobby responded, sir, we have to go back to the West Wing. The president reached up towards the front of the vehicle to grab at the steering wheel. Mr. Engel grabbed his arm, said, sir, you need to take your hand off the steering wheel. We're going back to the West Wing. We're not going to the Capitol. Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel.
A source close to the Secret Service tells CBS News Engel and the driver are prepared to testify Trump never lunged for the steering wheel and that neither of them were attacked. As rioters began their attack at the Capitol, the president then refused to take action. Hutchinson said she asked Meadows to intervene.
Have you talked to the president? He said, no, he wants to be alone right now.
Amid the riot, she said White House counsel Pat Cipollone tried to prod Meadows to action too.
Pat said something to the effect of, and very clearly had said this to Mark, something to the effect of, Mark, something needs to be done or people are going to die and the blood's going to be on your effing hands.
She testified Meadows, the White House counsel, and Trump all knew of the chants of "Hang Mike Pence" echoing through the mob.
I remember Pat saying something to the effect of, Mark, we need to do something more. They're literally calling for the vice president to be effing hung. And Mark had responded something to the effect of, you heard him, Pat. He thinks Mike deserves it.
Hutchinson described her disappointment by the president's tweet, writing Mike Pence didn't have the courage, even as attackers poured onto the Capitol grounds.
As an American, I was disgusted. It was unpatriotic. It was un-American.
As federal prosecutors watch on, former Justice Department official Harry Litman says Hutchinson's testimony added to the credible criminal case the committee is building against Trump.
He not only knows about the violence, but he is fomenting it. He wants to go to the Capitol and be the cheerleader of the violence. This put Trump in the land of seditious conspiracy and inciting a riot.
Former White House aide also revealed Meadows and Rudy Giuliani sought presidential pardons before Trump left office, an allegation Giuliani denies.
At the end of the hearing, Vice Chair Liz Cheney detailed efforts by the former president's inner circle to deter witnesses from coming forward. Witness tampering is, of course, a serious offense to criminal prosecutors. For his part, Trump slammed the testimony, calling it a fake story and calling Hutchinson a phony. Gayle?
All right, Scott, thank you very much.